Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my YouTube channel Calculus and Mathematics Learning. In the previous video, we commenced and started with exercise number 3.3 relevant to chapter number 3 variation KPK board Pakistan class 10. In exercise number 3.3, we were done with past 4 question. Today we are going to solve the remaining 4 question of the exercise number 3.3. So pip number question tells that if A varies jointly as B cube and C, and A is equal to 36, B is equal to 4, C is equal to 6, find the value of A. Find the value of A if the value of B is equal to 2 and the value of C is equal to 14. Solution. That tells that A varies jointly as B cube and C. So in the previous lecture we learned the definition of joint variation, that one variable will directly joint with 2 or 3 variables. So here the variable is to B and C. So A is jointly related with B cube and C. Eliminating the proportionality and bringing is equal to constant, which is K, B cube C. Divide both sides with B cube C. B cube C and B cube C will cancel out with each other on the right hand side, so we are left with K is equal to A divided by B cube C. So the value of K will be equal to A is 36 divided by B cube. B is 4, so 4 cube gives us 64. Multiply C is 6. So the value of K will be 6 multiply 1 gives us 6 and 6 multiply 6 gives us 36. So 6 divided by 64. Divide numerator and denominator with 2. So the value of K will be equal to 6 divided by 2 gives us 3. And 64 divided by 2 gives us 32. This is the value of K, but we are not interested in the constant, we are interested in the way. So using the same relation, A is equal to KB cube C, KB cube C. We are going to find the value of A. The value of K is 3 divided by 32. Putting here B cube, B is 2, so 2 cube gives us 8 divided by 1. Multiplying C, C is 14. We can write A is equal to 3 divided by 32 can be written as 2 multiply 16. Multiplying 8 can be written as 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 divided by 1. Multiplying 14 can be written as 2 multiply 7 divided by 1. These 2 is cancelled out with these 2. So we are left with K is equal to 3 multiplying 2 multiplying 2 multiplying 2 and multiplying 7 in numerator. In denominator we are left with 16, and 16 can be written as 2 multiply 2, which gives us 4. 4 multiply 2 gives us 8, and 8 multiply 2 gives us 16. 2 is cancelled out with 2, 2 is cancelled out with 2, 2 is cancelled out with 2. So in numerator we are left with 3 multiply 7, which gives us 21. Divided by, in denominator we are just left with 2. So the value of A is equal to 21 divided by 2. Move to question number 6 related with this exercise. Question 6 tells that if Z varies jointly as X and Y, and Z is equal to 12, X is equal to 2 and Y is equal to 4. Find the constant of variation. Find the constant of variation. Solution. That tells that Z is varies jointly as X and Y. So Z is jointly related with X and Y. Eliminating proportionality and bringing a constant and is equal to. Constant is K, let's suppose XY. Divide both sides with XY. For finding the constant of the variation, constant is K, so dividing with XY, XY will cancel out with XY on the right hand side. So the value of K is equal to Z divided by xy, putting the value for finding the required constant of the variation in this k. So the value of k is equal to z is 12. 12 can be written as 2 multiply 2, which gives us 4, and 4 multiply 3 gives us 12, divided by x. X is 2, multiplying y is 4. 4 can be written as 2 multiply 2. 2 cancel out with 2, 2 is cancelled out with 2. So we are just left with k is equal to 3 divided by 2. So this is the answer to the given question. Question number 7 tells that if y varies giantly as x square and z, the value of y is 6, x is 4 and z is 9. Write y as a function of x and z. This is the first required. And second required is that they determine the value of y when x is equal to negative 8 and the value of z is equal to 12. So if y varies giantly as x square and z, so y is giantly related with x square and z. Eliminating proportionality, bringing is equal to a constant k. X square z. Divide both sides with x square z. So on the right hand side, x square z will cancel out with each other. So the value of k will be y divided by x square z. So the value of k will be equal to y is 6, which can be written as 2 multiply 3, divided by x square. X is 4. So 4 square gives us 16, and 16 can be written as 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. Multiply the value of z. Z is 9, which can be written as 3 multiply 3. 3 is cancelled out with 3 and 2 is cancelled out with 2. So in numerator we are just left with 1, and denominator we are left with 2 multiply 2 gives us 4, 4 multiply 2 gives us 8, and 8 multiply 3 gives us 24. So the value of k is equal to 1 over 24. We are interested in writing y as a function of x and z. So using this giant variation, y is directly giantly related with x square z. So removing the proportionality, and the equation, it becomes an equation is equal to kx square z. So this is the function of y in term of x and z and a constant. Second, they tells they determine y when value of x is equal to negative 8 and z is equal to 12. Using the same relation, y is equal to kx square z. So the value of y will be k is 1 over 24. So 24 can be written as 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3. Because 2 multiply 2 gives us 4, 4 multiply 2 gives us 8, and 8 multiply 3 gives us 24. Multiplying x square. X is 4, so 4 square gives us 16. And 16 can be written as 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 divided by 1. Multiplying z. Z is 9, which can be written as 3 multiply 3 divided by 1. This 3 is cancelled out with this 3. This 2 is cancelled out with 2, 2 is cancelled out with 2, and 2 is cancelled out with 2. So in numerator we are left with 2 multiplying 3, which gives us 6. In denominator we are just left with 1. So y is equal to 6. So the value of y is equal to 6 in this case. Move to the last question of today, exercise 3.3, giant variation. Last question, question number 8, tells that if p varies giantly as a q and r square. P varies giantly as a multiplication of q and r square. This is the first condition. And also p varies inversely as s and t square. Inversely s and t square. Combine these two variations, so it becomes p directly related with q r square and inversely related with st square. Removing proportionality and bringing is equal to k. P is equal to k q r square divided by st square. Putting the values, that is that p is equal to 40. So 40 is equal to k time of q is 8 multiplying r square. 5 square gives us 25 divided by s time of t square. S is 3. And t square 2 square gives us 4. 4 multiply 3 gives us 12. So shift 12 to the left hand side becomes 40 multiply 12. And 8 and 25 is in multiplication here. So by coming here it will goes to the division. So it becomes 8 multiply 25. And here we are left with k. So the value of k is equal to 8 multiply 1 gives us 8, and 8 multiply 5 gives us 40. 5 multiply 1 gives us 5, and 5 multiply 5 gives us 25. So the value of k is equal to 12 divided by 5 after simplification. But we are not interested in k. That is that find the value of phi when q is equal to minus 2, r is 4, s is 3, and t is negative 1. So using this relation, phi is equal to k is 12 over 5, multiplying q here is minus 2, multiplying r square, r is 4, so 4 square gives us 16, whole divided by st square, s is 3, multiplying t square, so minus 1 square gives us 1. 5 is in division, so it will come to the denominator, so the value of p will become 12 multiplied 2 gives us 24, minus 24 multiplying 16 divided by 5 will comes to the denominator, multiplying 3, so it becomes minus 24 multiply 16 divided by 3, 3 multiply 1 gives us 3 and 3 multiply 8 gives us 24. So in numerator we are left with 8 multiply 16. So 8 multiply 6 gives us 48, 8 multiply 1 gives us 8 and plus 4 gives us 12. So 16 multiply 8 gives us minus 1 to 8, and division we are left with 5. So the value of p is equal to minus 128 divided by 5. With this question the whole exercise is completed. Thank you for watching. Subscribe our channel and also hit the bell icon for the latest and upcoming videos of mathematics. Thank you.